Hello, this is Mark Wildman of Wildman Athletica, and today we are going to talk about stacking kettlebells to make smaller weights equal bigger weights. This is an old idea that we used to use when kettlebells were much less available. In the current climate of the world, kettlebells are much less available, so we're going to talk about it again. What we are going to do is we are going to do a kettlebell press, and we are going to take two kettlebells and put them in one hand. Let's set both kettlebells directly next to each other. Take one hand, thread it through the kettlebells, pull the handles together, and then get the kettlebells up to rack position, stacked on top of each other. You will notice this is not an ideal way to do this. That's fine, it's odd object lifting. It's meant to be generally awkward. The important part here is that our forearm is vertical. If we try to lift our elbow up to the side, using some other type of technique, it will not work. The important part is that our forearm is vertical. From here, hard style press. Squeeze your glutes, pull your kneecaps up, radiate tension up through your body, arm out, squeeze your fist, press all the way up overhead, lock out. If you're gonna look anywhere, look up at the weights that are gonna fall on your face if you look away. You don't need to look at the ground, you don't need to look at anything else. If you're gonna look anywhere, straight ahead or at the weights. Squeeze your glutes, create tension, press all the way up overhead, try and square your shoulders up and bring your arms down. This type of stacking of weights is used for lower rep movements. You're not going to be able to do jerks with this or anything like that. You can do push presses, but it gets pretty awkward if the weights start to roll. When you put the weight down, take your other hand, grab, lower your arms down, set the weights down with good technique. This is a simple idea, and you can use this when you're traveling or when you're in a gym and they don't have all the weights that you need, but you would like to work on your overhead presses or your Turkish get-ups. Stacking two weights of different size works pretty well. Usually it works better with hard style bells instead of competition kettlebells because they tend to lie on top of each other better. Because competition kettlebells are all the same size, they don't stack in your hand as easily as hard style bells do, but it does work out. You're not gonna have the best grip on it. This is something that is done if you've already done a lot of other clean and press training. If you are not good at kettlebell presses, then definitely do not start doing something like this. You need to be able to press all the way up to lockout with your good kettlebell wrist technique. If you're trying to do this with some type of barbell grip instead of a kettlebell grip, it's going to be very, very hard on you, and it's generally not recommended. Of course, no kettlebell lifting is generally recommended with a barbell grip. There's a kettlebell grip for a reason. It's because it stacks all your bones straight up and down. Let's demonstrate this with the other hand. The important part is how you pick up the bells. If the bells are in a good place when you pick them up, then you can do the press. It's very hard if the bells start in a weird position to do any number of reps, so make sure your starting position is good. Palm towards the sky, lace it through, pull the far bell handle. The bell handles need to touch each other. Use your other hand to get it up to your shoulder. Verticalize the forearm, make sure that wrist is flat. If you are trying to do some type of barbell wrist, it is not going to work out. Let's start that again and maintain our good wrist. Palm towards the sky, thumb points away from your body, pull the second handle in. Both the handles touch each other. Use your second hand to get it all the way up. Elbow towards your hip bone. Press all the way up overhead. Get to our good lockout. Other arm out to the side. Pull it all the way down. Elbow towards hip bone. When you set it down, other hand. Grab two hands all the way down. Set it down with good technique and stand all the way up. This is one of those fun techniques that you do when you're traveling and you go to a gym that doesn't have all the weights that you need. You can stack up various kettlebells to get different combinations of weights and work on your pure pressing. Think low numbers, create as much tension in your body as possible. Start from the ground, drive your heels into the ground, pull your kneecaps up, squeeze your glutes, drive your rib cage down. When you hit lockout, your body may be twisted or something. That is fine with a single hand odd object lift. When you get to the top of the movement, try to square yourself up as much as possible so you can squeeze your glutes even harder to protect your back even more.